Welcome back to another episode of Templar's Talks. It is number 58, and I'm very happy to see that in the previous episode, a lot of you people were listening to us again. Welcome all listeners. And yes, I do have a lot to talk about because I went to a couple events, and I know Alvira said she didn't have much adventures in the past 2 weeks. So this week it is more my turn to talk, and Elvira can respond
Yes.
to all the bands that I've seen.
I will. I will do the yes, okay, yes. Oh, really?
You will do. You get some involvement. But I've been on one of my famously known epic trips. And you are well aware of my craziness of just deciding to go to some other country for a band that is basically not playing in a main venue, just in a bar type kind of venue with few people. And yeah, that's my kind of craziness. And I did one of those trips again. I went to Poland, and Chroma was going to play there.
Yeah. Was this your first time Poland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not been to Poland yet, and I went to Gdansk. Now, I had to get up at 5 in the morning to drive to Eindhoven and fly there with the budget flying Wizz Air. No spawn. And
Sadly.
yeah, well, it went well. I must say I have no complaints about that airline. I mean, I was worried it was going to be Ryanair, but since I barely had any stuff with me, everything went smoothly. And yeah. So I arrived at Gdansk, and I already knew that you could go by train or to the city, but you had to change over. It's no direct line to the city center for some reason. Okay, Poland, there is some English, but it's not all super clear. So I'm like, okay, this is gonna be interesting. I could also take an Uber, but I didn't have any Polish cash with me, so I was like, I don't know whether they work with um, the credit cards and such. In the taxis, apparently sometimes that is an issue. I didn't have any issues anywhere, but let's go. I was like, I go on a train which costs you like €2, which is, well, cheap. So I went on a train for 20 minutes, and then I got off, and I realized, okay, this is not where I need to be, but I can change over here, I guess.
Okay.
So I changed over to another train, which was an intercity train, and I was like, okay, this takes another 20 minutes or so. And then I realized that I spent €2 for 40 minutes on a train. I let that sink in. How much do we have to pay for such a trip in the Netherlands? Holy. Yeah.
A little bit more.
Little bit.
Like 10 times
Yeah,
more.
at least. Well, I was completely unaware whether I was taking the right route, and it was very illogical to go that far because the whole airport is, I think, maybe 15 to 20 kilometers away. So I was like, whoa, this is like a long trip. But I looked up later, and apparently I've been doing it right. But it was like really weird that you go up to north 20 minutes to then go south again
And then
to 20 minutes. Well, you could easily go east and then be there, but there's no train going directly, apparently. So,
and that's why you pay more money in the Netherlands.
yeah, I don't know, but I was just thinking there, like, I was asking, but people were like, this is complicated. I don't speak English. Bye. So I was like, okay, fuck it. I'll just figure it out myself. Yeah, I'm not used to be in a country where so very few English is spoken, I guess. But once I get to Gdansk, everything was better and people speak more English, so it's okay. I spent the whole time in the day in the city center. First went a bit to a shopping mall because it was raining, and I was like, yeah, I can just have lunch, walk around a little bit. And later in the afternoon, it was dry, so I went to see the old city. Very nice city. If you're ever stuck in Gdansk, I would really recommend it. Like, it's really a touristic town. Wasn't too crowded, I must say, but really nice. Think old the old German city centers, kind of like with the Amsterdam houses. Uh, yeah, I really enjoyed that. I had kind of no expectations, I guess, but I could certainly recommend this.
Nice.
Then I went to a food hall, and after that, I decided let's go to the venue because it was around 7 in the evening, and so I woke up.
Now, was it a venue
Yeah,
or a
it's a
bar?
bar slash venue. It has an actual stage area, but it's small, you know. Um, so I walk in there, and I'm like, okay. I didn't tell anyone of the band that I was coming, and they were like completely shocked. They were like, wait,
Of
what?
course. What?
Yeah, yeah, that was
Holy
really a
fuck,
nice
what are you
surprise, I
doing
guess.
here?
So that was really nice. Have some time to catch up. And then I went inside to see the first band playing because there were two supports. And yeah, of course, when I'm there, I mean, I want to see those two. The first band was called Void of Echoes. And the band makes metalcore. Um, they explained that it was their first time playing in that specific venue. They are from this town, so I guess they're not completely unknown. They didn't seem to have like a whole lot of friends and family coming, though. I must say that. Trying to be honest, but then again, it was a Wednesday evening, so yeah, people tend to not go to shows on Wednesday evenings anymore. I liked how enthusiastic this band was. They're kind of the band that really knows what they want to sound like, and then you see the one of the guys going completely crazy with rocking out on the stage and everything, and very energetic. But there are some points for them to improve. I like how enthusiastic they were, but I think they could focus a little bit more on getting really tight in their sounds, especially on the vocal side, because sometimes they were like quite off, and that two vocalists, one both of them were kind of busy with being a rock star on the stage and seemed to miss some notes, and I was like, oh, what a pity. They could easily tone it down a little bit and first like master that a little bit more because I like what the idea what they have for their sound, and if they can really grow into to having that tight and then have the same energy on the stage, then I would say yeah, interesting. So I liked how ambitious they are, so to say. I liked that, but needs work, so to say. Um, the second band was quite different. They're called Agima's Sun, and they make industrial post metal. And I think if I describe it, I would say that it is exactly the kind of crazy shit that Sabina likes. I think if Elvira would hear it, she would probably think, that's typically a Sabine band. And yeah, they released the debut album in 2023, so they had some music out already. I think music wise, I was constantly thinking, what do they sound like? How do I describe it? And I came down to a bit of Godflesh, a bit of Laibach, and maybe a little bit of Ministry blend, but it's not like one of them like the singer sounds like or guitar sound like or something like that. It's just the whole vibe, so to say. That feel. I think they spend a lot of time in their stage setup. They had a really nice laser thing going with the in front of the stage. I think that the band is thinking large. They really want to think of like how do we look on a larger stage, for example. This place was a bit smaller, and then I have to give them credits for it's not being overdone. Like if you have that vision of how it looks like on a stage, and it you can see that it would work really nice on a larger stage with the laser lights and such. But does it work if you're playing in a smaller venue? Then isn't it too overpowering? No, they tone it down, and I think they did that really well. A lot of bands would just go overboard with it, so I give
Well,
them good credits for that. Um, yeah, musically, I really enjoyed watching their show. It's well done, well thought of. Yeah, it's a bit of a niche band, I would say. I don't think it's gonna be a band that everybody will like. But if it finds its way to the niche that they are into, I think they can certainly do great things with their sounds. And yeah, I'm very enthusiastic about this. I would love to see if they have a new release coming up because their album is like 3 years old now, basically. So if they have something new out, I would probably want to get to know a little bit more about them and see if I can have them for an interview or something.
oh,
So who knows if we can hear more about them in the future. They're not super active on the socials, it seems, so it's kind of hard to figure those things out. But I guess we hear something about it when it comes out, so we'll see. This band would also play on the last day of the tour with Chroma, so I don't know, people in, what was it, Warsaw, I think, that they were playing after. Yeah, they had an opportunity to see the guys again. Headlining, of course, Chroma from Finland. I think if you haven't heard from the band before, you haven't been a good long time fan of
listening to the
Templars.
podcast.
Also, I interviewed them in the last series for the Christmas last year. So there was a very nice interview that explains a lot about their band. And yeah, of course, Marek returned to the band. He was in the band before, but I think before COVID or something, he had to quit and do other things. And then Temu, which I've known for a very long time from his other bands like Killed and whatever. One of my favorite bands all the time. So I was already quite enthusiastic when that happened. So yeah, then Marek returned, and now they're a 5-piece because Temu stayed. He didn't leave. So yeah, I thought that when I was looking at the performance, obviously I'm a fan, so take that in consideration. But like, I found that the band just went heavier than ever or something. I don't know. The music was rolls over you more than ever. It was really impressive because I think from previous years they have always been quite modest in performance and in I don't know, they're not the most dramatic performance, so to say, but like they let the music do the talking. And with what I've been seeing here today, I was like thinking they need like a bigger stage, bigger audience for people to reach it, especially with this kind of power. They have probably more audience to reach because before they were a bit too timid, maybe for the average metalcore kind of listener. But with this sound, the more heavier sound, the massive sound, I think that they could reach a larger audience. And if they perform it with this passion that I've seen there, I think that they can certainly grow. So that would be nice. I did hear that there might be another round of shows in this autumn. So yeah, you might have an opportunity later this year to see that. And yeah, that was it for this this night. Really liked it. It was a really nice trip. I did have to go.
I can
I did
imagine.
have to go to the
Because
airport.
you have to understand, people that are listening, if you visit Sabina, and it doesn't matter if she puts you in a car or not, or at a couch in her home, she will play Chroma for sure.
Yeah, probably. And other bands that I think you should hear.
Yeah.
But Chroma
But I
is
have to.
likely, yeah.
Yeah, I remember road trips like years and years ago when we went to Germany and stuff. Uh, there was always Poison Black and Chroma.
And Killed. I also made you listen a lot of Killed, I think.
And Killed, yes, true. So
Yeah. That's my
yeah.
go-to bands.
So I can imagine you're gonna be really happy to see them again.
Yeah.
Somewhere live.
Yeah, and it's always nice to to spend time with these people. It's like it's the kind of people you share a lot of music in common. Like for example, Temo, I think everything he makes I like, and that's so rare because yeah, it's like there's always like an album with a song that you're like, a bit less or something. But for him, it never happens. Everything he sends my way, I'm liking it, and that's so odd. I'm not the typical fan person that likes somebody just because he makes it. But this just
Yeah.
happens, and it's not like that, you know. It's kind of weird, but kind of like it. So it's nice to spend time with people
Yeah.
who are in the same mindset as you are. So I really enjoyed being there. I had to go to the airport somewhere by night, and I had a little bit of issues with the taxi driver there, who tried to scam me. And I said, "Go fuck yourself." And then, kind of a lot of people that already went into the taxi in the airport, they all went out, and they were like, "Oh, did not this taxi? We're out. Bye." So which made the taxi chauffeur think like, okay, you go, don't go away. I'm not bothering scamming you any further. Yep. So
Please fly back.
yeah, it was not that's like I'm not the kind of person that allows you to scam me that easily. So yeah, that's is what it is. Um, I enjoyed being in Poland. I would definitely want to come back. I really enjoyed the city of Gdansk, and yeah, very positively surprised. I think I will spend some more time in Poland. Maybe. I mean, you can get cheap flights there anyway, so why not? At some point, if there's some interesting show, I might just fly east if I have the time. But then I returned on the. I had a national holiday, and I basically spent that day sleeping.
I was working.
Yeah. And the day after that was also a day off because of the work made it a mandatory day off. And I didn't do much except from resting, editing pictures, and mentally prepare for the next day where there would be Achterhoeks Metalfest.
Yes.
And it's funny because I've been so busy with work. I've been earlier. I've put up a couple of the previews that I've done for the festivals, and then I just didn't do anything. And then I got a message, I think on Tuesday, like, Sabina, can I put you on the guest list or something? And I was like, oh yeah, I was supposed to ask. I was supposed to ask. Yeah. But it's nice that they really want me to come to take the pictures. So thank you guys for inviting me
so nice.
and dragging me in. I really enjoyed the festival. I really appreciate it that when I'm busy as hell, that somebody checks in and says, "Hey, you didn't apply. What's this?"
What's going on?
Yeah. So that was really nice. When I arrived yesterday in the Achterhoeks Metalfest, I noticed that there were a lot of people on the scene already. And yeah, we had years of the Achterhoeks Metalfest where it was less crowded, but here it was quite a bunch of people that were there, and they came all early. I like that. Everybody was just like, "Let's go! I want to see the first band too." Perfect. That's the attitude. The first band was Blood Crypt, and they're from Tilburg. They play death metal versus a tiny bit of hardcore, I would say. I think they were great for a warm up, got things heated up a little
Mm.
bit. To be honest, I don't saw a strong identity of themselves yet. I think they were really dragging parts of their heroes into their sounds, and you could really see that. But for me to see their own face into it was not completely there. But I liked how eager they were to bring a good dose of happiness, and I see that they're working towards it. So, yeah, nice, nice band to start the day with. Um, what do we have next? Oh yeah, the American band that I was also talking about in the previous episodes because they also played in
Mm.
Willemfest and Willemsfest on the King's Day. I mean, I said last time like for an American band that has no clue about King's Day and all the craziness that happens in
Kings.
the Netherlands, they were certainly surprised with the crazy audience here that went nuts for them. For but I think no matter what kind of music you would have played, they would still start a mosh pit because it's King's
Yeah.
Day and people are drunk. So it was nice to see these youngsters again. There's a trash band from the US, and apparently they won the medal battle there, so they were allowed to represent themselves and US in Wacken. So
Mm.
good. They were very enthusiastic to be here. Also, I think it was the last day of their tour. They mentioned that, and they play also a bit of tribute to Metallica and Exodus. So really the big bands. Nice to see these youngsters kind of bringing that out again, you know. And I must say that people were kind of starting a little bit of a moshing here also. I enjoyed that because I was like, yeah, it would be something if you're like, oh, these people go crazy at King's Day and then you come in this festival and nothing happens. And it's like, so they can kind of started it on a good note, but they still have a little bit of that going on in this festival as well. So I like that for them specifically. I love their energy. You know, they were so enthusiastic, and that's contagious. They did play a quite good set. Really think they were living their best life, and I must say, these guys went into the audience later on because one of the later bands was Bark, and they were rocking in the front row, going crazy, and they were really having a good time there. So yeah, Morning High, I much love to that. I really like their enthusiasm. Way to go, guys! But after that, we got the band from Utrecht, Throwing Bricks. Um, yeah, hardcore slash punk slash whatever. Um, I think they played some interesting songs, but for me, these songs were all kind of blending in after a couple. They were like similar, and I couldn't
Mm.
really distinct themselves anymore. And to be honest, it was dinner time, so I left for food and toilets after. I watched half of their set at least, and then I went for food, and
Mm.
then I came back with the food. So I was sitting and watching them from a distance later on. Um, yeah, I think they were very active with playing their set and interact with each other, but the band versus the audience seemed to be a bit of an invisible wall in between them or something.
Mm.
I don't know. Not bad, but definitely not the highlight of the evening. I think that's typically a band that um, could do well in a darker, small cafe kind of setting and it grow from there. So on this stage, it didn't really work for me. But I think if you, I see them like in a small, intimate setting in the darkness, then I think it would reach me more. So
Yeah.
yeah. But then Bark was definitely one of the most amazing bands of
Those
the
are
day.
from Antwerp, right?
Yeah. I've seen them a couple times already, and I think last time was in Alcatraz last year, and they're just crowd pleasers. They're the opposite of the band before them. They're like in the front, and it's not like they're physically interacting or directly addressing the audience, but it's like there is a connection there. You can see that happening, and they have a very raw sound, bit groovy, rock and heavy rock metal kind of sound. Um, yeah, I really like that charismatic performance that they have, and the audience was going nuts for it. And of course, these guys of Morning High were in the front row and going crazy for it, but behind them also a lot of people were going nuts for it. It was really nice to see. They were definitely one of the favorites of the day. Um, what I also really like is that with this kind of bands specifically, um, they've usually attract um, their own audience, and they seem to have their own bubble very much. Like if you're not a typical listener of them, you're sort of an outsider, if I can make that come across. But for them, it was more inclusive. Like it doesn't matter if you're a black metal listener or whatever. You could still like be part of it, and it's a sort of inclusiveness that is really hard to explain. But like, yeah, it's just that it really worked with them that everybody in the audience was with it, and not just their typical kind of listener, so to say. Yeah. So yeah, Bark was definitely one of the headliners of the night. I would recommend seeing them if they're on the bill for whatever festival you're at. Definitely a steady band, very energetic, very charismatic, and yeah, constantly in touch with the audience. So I'm very enthusiastic about that show. But they were not the headliner of the evening, because that honor was for Body Farm. Now, Body Farm I've seen several times also. I think you probably saw them as well. Making death metal.
I think so.
They're extremely tight with their playing. They're not as energetic or charismatic in performance as compared to Bark, but their music is so tight you cannot just break into it. It's less explosive, but the audience was all into it anyway because they have been hyped up with Bark. They've been having some drinks. They're having a good time, so everybody was onto it and went to go and make a mosh pit and craziness. So it was really good to see them. Body Farm was really enjoying it. They were even saying like, "Yeah, guys, this is how you do it. I appreciate you guys going crazy and such." And yeah, I mean.
So my mind is now going. Oh, I don't know if this is a ADHD mind, but you say like everybody, and my mind goes like Backstreet Boys, and then this is how you do it.
Oh.
But then I have Bark in my head as well, and then it's like.
Well, I'm
sorry.
I must admit, I know that everybody has some link with Backstreet Boys, but I don't think I know the whole reference. But like, yeah. In any case,
one of their songs.
Yeah. So, yeah, good, but
sorry.
But Body Farm. I mean, at first I was like, okay, but they're not like that explosive as others. So is that going to be an interesting headliner, or are people maybe leaving, or I don't know. But no, that wasn't the case. People were sticking around. People were having fun with it, and they played a really good show. So
nice.
Yeah, very nice as a headliner. I'm very positive about that. And that was the end of Achterhoeks Metalfest. Or was it not? Because there was an after party. And
after party!
Of course I go to the after party if I'm not like a granny yet. Oh gosh, how many after parties did we used to do in Tuska? So many. It's always fun.
Well, you always did more than me.
Yeah.
And then I was still asleep and you were already outside walking around. So I don't know how you ever did that, but
Yeah.
apparently you didn't need sleep.
I did sleep a few hours.
No, yeah, 2 hours. Maybe 3.
I don't know. Well, considering how much I slept on after I came back from Poland, I think I'm getting old, so might be doing less of that, but yeah.
But yeah, we did a lot of the parties.
Yeah, they're always making the
We have
the
some good memories.
Yeah, it's for
yeah.
the best memories or these after parties always, right? And that's still ongoing with Tuska. Like the after parties is always the most crazy shit happens and memorable shit happens.
The normal shit.
Anyway, after party for Achterhoeks Metal Festival was in this bar called Café Holly or something. And yeah, there's one band that I've seen one of their very first shows of back in the couple years ago. I think that was also in this town, not from Achterhoeks Metal Fest, but kind of one of the pre-events they did at some point. And they're called Radeloos Ziedend, and I love that band. Like, if they're in my area, I prefer that I go to that show because I really enjoy it. I've seen them several times in the Willemijn too, where they played on a Wednesday night or Friday night, whatever. Yeah, several times. And I like that. They have a bit of the Crust, they have a bit of black in there. It's a kind of niche sound. Road burners would love it, I would say. I usually explain it. And I thought today, yeah, that I wanted to go and see how that's going out nowadays. I haven't seen them for
What did you say?
bit.
Radeloos Ziedend?
Yeah, Radeloos Ziedend. And
They don't have Instagram. Oh, there.
they do, I think.
Because I need to find them when you talk about them.
Yeah, I think they released an album like 3 years ago, I guess, or so. I know that they have.
Oh.
What?
I missed their show.
You did?
Yeah, they played here in the 1st of March.
Oh, well, if they come.
I thought I know the name. I saw the name sounded familiar. I was like, but
I have their logo on my tits.
that sounds really weird.
Yep.
She's wearing a t-shirt, guys. No, she doesn't have,
No. But it's like one of those girlies, and then it perfectly falls on the right space. So I'm kind of like, yes. Because bands don't always think that the female shape should be taken consideration when designing these things.
No.
But apparently they did, so good for them. And guys, thanks for the t-shirt because I love it. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, they've been switching around a bit in the guitar department, I guess. So some familiar faces here and there. But this show. It was packed in this bar by now. By the way, like a lot of people came. It's a small place for them to play, I guess. But it went insane. I loved it. It was intense. It's wild. It has so much energy. This band is just living their music, and it's funny because that you can see how much energy they have to put into it to perform. And at the end, then all the audience was, we want more, and you could really see the drummer being like, dude, no, I'm done. I'm done. He seemed like I have no physical energy to do it anymore. Like, he was so into it, and then eventually the rest convinced him for one more, so they did one more.
It's kind of fun. I'm looking at their Instagram now, and there's like a black and white. There's a lot of black and white.
Yeah.
But there's one slide of a couple of photos from a gig, and they I think those show exactly what you're telling. Like there's so much energy on those photos.
Yeah, that is. They're very intense,
Mm.
and I
I
love
can
it.
see that from these pictures. It's
You can see also
interesting. I should.
why I like it. I know.
Yeah.
This once again is a band
So
that
yeah.
if Elvira sees it, she knows this is a Sabine band. For sure. Yeah, I think for me this
Cool.
was really like my favorite band of the day here, easily, because this
Oh.
is typically my kind of thing. They were it all fell together so nicely. Um, I've taken pictures, but don't expect too much of it because, yeah, there were lights and they were on. Somewhat. Somewhat.
But you like that.
Yeah, I do, but like, I rather have less light than just being static blue and pink. That's just, well,
But
this.
then you have to get creative. Pink, make them black and white because everything on their Facebook, on their Instagram is black and white anyway.
I have
so
a
that
few
fits.
shots in there that I definitely want black and white because the picture is asking for it. I think what it radiates, but I will do some colors maybe.
But pink, I don't think
I can.
is pink gonna fit with the band. I mean,
It's not. I think if you see the pictures, it's probably more reddish than
okay,
pinkish
that will fit.
because of this, the way the scene is. There's a lot of blue and a bit of the pinkish, I think. But I think in some ways, because I definitely have been searching for the right angles, there's more skin.
Mhm.
There's more skin tone visible because of the way I
Nice.
angled it. But
Cool.
I think,
I'm looking forward to see them.
yeah, I think I'm not sure how it will end up in the gallery because I usually prefer to have everything the same, like everything in color, and not just one band in black and white. But then again, I think there are some pictures that really radiate that they have to be in the
Neat.
black and white.
Yeah.
So I might do it. I don't know yet. I'll have to edit. I haven't started editing yet, so we'll see. But yeah, Radeloosziedend people, if they come by and you like that black crust kind of sound, this is your thing. I love them. I love this band. Really, it's really nice to see. All right, so that's my wild story of this week of craziness, and yeah, we've been down along the line. So it's only good that I had been so busy that I didn't pick an album for us to review. So we don't make you listen to us for hours and hours more because of that. But we do have a couple of news items, I guess. Did you see any news? I sent you news. You have to talk about that one. April Fool's joke that I was sending you.
Yeah. That was like. That is what I'm. I don't know. Yeah, April Fool is the best description of that. I don't know how this is gonna. Well,
Yeah. I sent
you
it.
can tell it. I mean, it's you found
been
it. You sent it to
talking.
me. I was rolling over the floor laughing this time. I
Yeah,
mean,
but I was like talking for 40 minutes already.
you had to gather yourself back together to send it to me.
Yeah, no. But, well, I was like literally reading it. Let's first. I had to like check whether it was the official page sharing it to be sure if this was
or a
real.
fan or something,
Yeah, but it's
or AI or something.
Yeah, we were talking about the news of Alyssa joining Dragon Force. Alyssa from, yes, Arch Enemy. Didn't see that one coming. Plot twist of the year, I wrote to Elvira. Like, okay, we've been thinking like, oh, she leaves and there's maybe whatever bullshit's going on. There's definitely something because if you read what's going on and written back and forth.
Yeah, well, I think my
They're too
first reply.
Yeah.
My first reply to you was, I think, is this like a late April's Fool?
Yeah.
I mean,
Indeed. But I think
Dragon Force. I don't. How? And them together. I don't. I don't know. It doesn't fit. It doesn't.
well,
I don't. You know, Dragon Force is. Oh.
I don't know. The first time I was reading
I
it,
always joke about Dragon Force when the singer of Dragon Force, he sings very female like, and then I'm a singer in a band. Oh, what band? Yeah, Dragon Force, and I sing. And then now there's Alyssa, and I'm like, how does that fuse together? I don't see it. I can't picture it.
well, the thing is,
It's just
I thought first when I was reading the news that it was maybe just a single where they were doing a featuring. But it turned out she's like an actual band member now. Ah, I think it's cool. It's an interesting choice for sure.
yeah.
I think that's gonna be fun for her. I don't know if I will want to see it, but hey, I think that it brings for both large change to what they are doing, like for Dragon Force, but as well for Alyssa. Then they really change things around, and I like that they're like, okay, let's just do this. This sounds
Well,
fun. Let's go. It works.
I
So
think that is actually Dragon Force. I think all the musicians, they're quite capable of what they're doing, but it's never my kind of music.
exactly.
Um,
Yeah.
but I think she could bring in a little bit more balls.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
That it is a woman that's going
Yeah.
to do that for Dragon Force.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah. She definitely has a powerful voice. So yeah. I think this is fun. I was really a surprise, and nobody saw this coming, didn't we?
No?
I mean, there was so much speculating about the what and the why and whatever, and they're still speculating online about why Alyssa and Arch Enemy broke up. There's still talk about that. At this point, I think they're too professional to bring that out at this point, so why keep talking about it? But that she would join Dragon Force is something I would never have guessed. But hey, cool. I think I like that this is something unexpected, and who knows what that will bring. Maybe the next time Dragon Force is playing, I will make sure that I actually see the show and don't plan my dinner on that time. So, yeah, cool. Definitely news of the day. So it's been out, I think, for almost 2 weeks now because it came pretty fast after our previous recording.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there has been something released already, but I haven't really checked into it because of busyness. But
Is there?
Yeah, I think she did release something. I think
Yeah, she released something with her own band with the two girls.
Yeah, that was like yesterday or so, but like earlier, I think she also
Dragon
released a song
Force.
with Dragon Force already.
Dragon Force headquarters.
Oh, your
does
Elvira
it
is
say?
checking it out. She's investigating for you
Of
people.
course. Yeah. Always investigating.
No, no.
Did they already do a show?
I think maybe
Oh, apparently, yeah.
in Asia or something.
Yeah, welcome to Rockville.
Oh, that's US, isn't it?
And today they're doing another festival.
Ah, cool. No rest for the wicked.
It looks fun though.
Yeah, I can see her.
But is the
enjoying
old
it.
singer gone, or is he still there, or is he gone?
I'm not really.
Is she taking over? Or,
Yeah, I
or is
think she is, but because I'm not really following Dragon Force, but I think she's taking over.
Because that was a blonde guy, I
Yep.
remember.
Seems like she's taking over. I'm on the investigation as well now. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of interesting indeed.
Ah.
And there is a singer in the back, but that's short hair.
Yeah, that's the same girl that is also in Alyssa's other band. The Medusa kind of, what is it, Blue Medusa or something?
No, this is still
Yeah.
the guy.
No, there's a backing vocalist still, I think, in Dragon Force. What's his name? Like G
But
or
he was the
something?
main singer, right? Was he?
No, I don't
Oh,
think.
no, I don't know. But he is on the photos too, and he's singing in this song.
Oh, whatever.
I don't know.
I have too little knowledge.
Interesting. Anyway, we have to. Yeah.
I have too little knowledge of Dragon Force, I guess.
I think he's still in there, so they're gonna be both singing.
Oh, well, we'll see.
I guess, perhaps, maybe. Oh no, this 5 weeks ago.
I think that they had a. Wasn't it. Was his name Frederick or something that was doing vocals?
No, there was a guitarist. He's in Creator now, but that's years ago.
Wasn't he like a bassist or something?
Yeah, but he's in Creator, but that's like years ago.
Yeah, no, I think. Oh, I don't know. Like I said, I don't like his music, so I'm kind of like out. I think they only had a live.
Yeah, me too.
Didn't they only have a live singer?
Oh my God, it's Mark Lowell.
Lowell.
Mark Hudson.
Oh, okay.
Vocalist for Dragon Force, but is he still in Dragon Force?
No, I think they had a live vocalist only, didn't they? Oh well. That's
40 weeks ago. That's a while ago. Yeah, guys, this is the life with me. You know, and Sabina. I like to know things, so I don't know. There's nothing on his page.
I don't know.
12 weeks ago. So maybe he is replaced.
Let's just ask our listeners.
Keep it there.
If you're listening to us and you're a Dragon Force fan, can you fill us in? Bring us the knowledge about who's singing before and until what.
Are they together or
yeah,
is
because
she?
I think we're lost in whoever's been singing in Dragon Force. So, listeners, if you're a Dragon Force fan, please leave us a comment and educate us.
Yeah.
We need to know now.
So, more news.
Yeah, more news. I didn't have a whole long list, but there was some drama. And that drama...
There's always drama.
Yeah, for some reason, the Templar's feed gets filled with it. Rain, a band that kind of randomly went viral for the drama they had incurred. Because they kind of dropped, I think, their singer and what was it? The guitarist, I think. They got kicked out of the band together. And later on, the band announced why. It happened that singer Aubrey has been in a relationship with the drummer, but she decided to cheat with this guy Ryan. I think he was the guitarist or something. And that had been going on for quite a while. And then they found out, and apparently the drummer at some point decided to tell the rest of the band what was going on, and then the two got kicked out because they wanted to stick up for their drummer, and I think that's really nice. But there's more to this. There's more to this drama, because that Ryan guy allegedly also did what they quote as other things to women, including fans, which is also why they wanted to get rid of him. And then what we found out is that Aubrey girl is also not with Ryan anymore. So they got kicked out of the band. They're not in a relationship with each other anymore, so they're double fucked. I think the moral of this story is don't do relationship within a band, and don't cheat, because you can fuck up everything. Yeah. it's interesting that this randomly comes out via Instagram and becomes viral. And the band was also surprised that this got viral. Okay, they were like, "What? Well, for some reason, this got viral." Well, you put it on the
Yeah.
internet. People love drama, so
Yes, it's not about the music. It's about
yeah,
a big soap.
it is apparently. And since we are talking about this, it represents some sort of interest for anyone, I guess. Okay, let's do some speak about something more positive. I think Rennie Blatham, Lamb of God, let a fan shave off his hair. Yeah, the girl's name Jessica, because she's battling cancer, and he wants to kind of do that as a statement. So he got rid of his hair. She was allowed to shave it off from him, and he has been calling up like, oh fuck cancer in the show that they were playing at that night. So yeah, I thought that was very nice to see that they were doing something like positive there. Um, so I wanted to mention that. And I think that's also the last piece of news that I have in my list. So yeah, did you have any more news, or was I the only one going over Instagram?
No, I went to check the metal news website, but it's pretty much, you know.
Yeah, who released what and whatever, who said what.
Yeah, who said what and who.
Yeah.
I saw the picture of the shaving of the head as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I think that's nice that there's something positive like that. So very good.
So, yeah. And there was stuff about Anthrax and Exodus and, you know, all the...
Yeah, but not like something news.
Oh, the this weekend, yesterday was also the Eurovision.
Oh yeah, that was true. Did you see that Lordy and that woman from Battle Beast did that?
Yeah.
What's her name? Nora or
Cha
something?
Cha Cha.
No, they
Sort of,
no. That was not the song. They exchanged with another guy from back the 70s or so. A song. They did a song swap. Let me see. I got a newsletter.
Yeah, I know,
this.
but there was also, I think there was a little part of the Cha 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 in there.
Yeah, they did that too, but like that, there wasn't here a Eurovision song swap. Yeah, they did. Johnny Logan did something with Lordy's song, and the two of them apparently did something with his song.
Oh yeah, Hold Me Now.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty cool that they did that. I like those kind of things.
Well, I like Lordi, but that's more because I was actually in Jyväskylä in Finland in a bar when they won.
Yeah.
So that was a very crazy evening.
Yeah, I can imagine. But for me,
because everybody in Finland was, well, it was a tiny student town and everybody was outside.
Yeah.
Like everybody. It was a fun evening.
Yeah,
and I remember our Dutch guy, our Dutch presenter, like, it was Paul de Leeuw, and I was like, oh, we're definitely gonna give 12 points, and of course we did not.
Oh yeah, those were the days when Paul de Leeuw was still presenting that.
Yeah.
It's probably been.
It was
not the same since.
No.
But I remember when Lordi was playing in Tuska and everybody was ha ha ha, Lordi's gonna play here, ha ha ha, and then Lordi was playing and like playing a killer show, you know. He is a really good vocalist actually. He's a really good vocalist, and I was just standing there and he was like giving people something to laugh about because it was a really good show there. So I was.
Oh, we've seen. Were you there in Bibelo? They play in Bibelo as well. I remember that.
No,
It was
I
fun.
think I never really went to see them in a venue. Not sure if I don't think I remember
I was
seeing them
there.
there.
Yeah. Well, they played there.
Yeah. But hey, cool. I think for Lordy playing in the Eurovision is also
And still, after so many years, you know, they're
exactly.
still.
It's quite some years ago. I was about to say yes.
Mhm.
So yeah, he definitely made his name there. I didn't even check who won because the Netherlands were kind of boycotting the Eurovision because of
Yeah.
well, political reasons. Let's say that before we get banned with our podcast again. So yeah, that was also some news then.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have an ikigai?
I think that was it.
Do we have an ikigai?
An ikigai.
Yeah. What makes us happy?
No.
No. Oh, you have to look more at the positive things in life. Small things.
Yeah, but it's always the same little things.
Yeah.
Oh, I booked a holiday.
Yeah. Now, here, that's something. That's positive. Very
Exactly.
nice. Where are you going?
To Ardennes.
Ooh, lovely. Lovely.
Yeah.
Good hikes.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, nice.
I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to that. Yes.
Can imagine. Well, I
And you?
having traveling also as an ikigai. I mean, it was nice being on a plane again, and I mean, after all the shit that's been haunting me the past couple months,
Yeah.
it was really nice to just be away and like have a breather. And I really like enthusiastic bands, so that.
And it's nice. It was a big surprise for them, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. Also, I really like surprising people. I found out, and that's cool. I mean, they could also be unbothered for me showing up, but they were really nice and enthusiastic. So
They could have been really bothered.
well, I don't know.
Hi, what are you doing here? You get out. You know, just
Well,
bye.
no, but on the other side, I mean, I was reading about Cemetery Skyline. They're like basically saying, yeah, we're seeing the same front row every show. Like it doesn't matter where
Yeah.
we go, it's the same people. And I'm just thinking, like, why travel? Just take some Yeah, I mean, take residency.
Just play 10 shows in one venue. It's easier, it costs less money.
Harry Styles is doing it. It's just like, oh, your fans travel there, book a holiday for like a week or so, and just go to your show every night. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely more cost effective for your guys. So
Yeah.
I was thinking that, but I was just also thinking like, yeah, what does that say about that band? That they have just a specific group of people that are very dedicated, but apparently not that many others that are.
Others.
Yeah, right. But
Well, maybe those are standing in the back.
maybe, but like, I don't know. It's hard to draw conclusions of it. But I was like, okay, what does that mean? You know, if you say it like that, and he literally says like, yeah, I see the same faces every night. Like I'm like, okay, well, I think you're a perfect candidate for a residency then. Yeah. Well.
And then invite all the other bands that are in the band.
Yeah.
And you can do a festival.
Yeah. All right. Playlist. What have we been listening to? Yeah. Did you listen to any music or?
I did.
Of course.
Of course I did.
Of course.
You can guess.
It's not fun with guessing with you. I can say Graveyard, but that's like too easy, right? Oh wait, I have another one. All the Witches.
I have not been. No, no, not the
No?
last 2 weeks. I
What's
think.
wrong with
No,
you?
no, no, no. What's wrong with me? Yeah, yeah. What is wrong with me? Well, actually, I have been. Yesterday, I listened to Elder,
Ah, okay.
and if I pronounce it right, Kawan.
Ah, yes.
They were in my top list from last year. And then there's the combination of Cadaver and Elder.
Mm-hmm.
They have this record together, so I've been listening to that one. I've been listening to Opeth, some live album. In Flames, Guerrilla.
Ooh,
Somehow I've been listening to
listening.
Nick Drake as well, according to my list.
I was listening to Guerrilla as well this week.
Orbit Culture, In Flames. I have been listening to Graveyard,
Of course.
Opeth, Cataclysm, Catatonia. A little bit of Hymn, perhaps, as well. And there was Enslaved. Yeah, I've been listening to a couple of Enslaved
Nice.
songs. Yeah. Paradise Lost was there too.
Mm.
Harakiri for the Sky. That's a
Uh-huh.
nice change.
Yeah.
So a little bit different, but always the same as well.
Yeah, but I guess.
Oh, and Caius. I've been listening to Caius as well.
Oh, yeah. Cool, cool.
Yeah, and you.
Well, I wrote down a nice list. And I have a bunch of oldies on there. But let's start on Besiege. Of course, they have a new single coming out soonish.
They have a nice photo on the album.
Yeah.
On the cover.
From the single. That
Yeah.
actually, from the whole series, I think this one and another one from this setting became my favorites. And the other one from this series, another one from this setting with the white background and the movement is used as a promo picture from the previous single, I think, also for the album, maybe. Not sure. So yeah, nice to seeing those back. I really like that they picked that one because it was really one that I later on kind of found was one of my favorites. So cool to see.
I like it too.
Yeah. Then I've been listening to the new single of IVG. Of course, some Chroma and Body Farm because I was going to see them, and then I was like, yeah, let's bring that into the mix. Some Manic Street Preachers, Hull City 13, some Killed, some Bastardtown, some Hacktivist. Yes, bit of rap in between there. Para, Bloedhuis Noord, Foreshadowing, then Life of Agony, Duran
You
Duran.
also have a lot of recurring bands, you know that?
I know. Catamania, Debauchery, Devil Driver, Dauntless, Evocation, Gnoddertons, and Merc. That was my list. I probably have more, but I sometimes forget to write it down or something like that. I just write down what I listen to in my car most of the time. Yeah. I do, and remember last year I was having a lot of Morlocks in there, and the Foreshadowing, of course, always comebacks. Sure. Yeah. Bloedhuis Noord I listen quite often, but I very often forget to put it to write it down. But still, it's one of my favorites. So yeah, quite a list. What's up for the next coming weeks? Well, I have no plans, so I don't know. Maybe I'll go somewhere, maybe I don't. I'm super busy, but we'll see. Um, I don't know. Do you have any shows lined up?
Nope.
It's also becoming.
Well, the festival in 4 weeks, but that's
Yeah, yeah. But it's also
still
like,
pretty far.
yeah, it's also a bit like the summer is coming. I might, if I. Oh no, I don't have time to go there. I wanted to see Frontline Assembly, but probably not gonna happen. And furthermore, my list is rather empty. Maybe Grey at my birthday, but probably not because that's in my exam periods.
Do they play in the Netherlands then?
Yeah,
thought
it's
they were
in
all-
Zwolle. So
Nice.
yeah,
So,
we'll see if I. It depends a bit how far I am with my studies on foundational finance and accounting for managers. So we'll see. And that's it for this week, I guess. So yeah, you listeners, drop us the information of Dragon Force if you have that. We love to hear. It's just one of those bands that neither of us have been very much into. So fill us in.
I was thinking, I would like to see or hear something from Satiricon.
Yeah.
They play at the end of September. They play in the Tilburg.
Yeah, true. With some other bands that I wanted to see.
Suicidal Angels and Fight the Fight.
Yeah. I think they had some more shows lined up.
September. But is that Tuesday? Because last time I had to miss them as well.
Oh
So-
no.
Yeah, I had to miss them.
I really need to update my list of shows I want to go to because I'm out of it.
Me too.
Oh
There's
well.
just work.
I know all about it. Oh well. I think this is the end of the of the night and podcast. I mean, and so it's time.
So we can ask our people what is the show you're going to in the near weeks?
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to a show before the festivals? Because I saw in my feed that summer festivals has started
Yep.
globally. But yeah, if you go to a concert show, venue show, let us know where are you going or what festival are you looking forward to. We always like to know. Please drop it.
Yep. And don't forget to
See you.
educate us about Dragon Force. That.
Yeah.
And then, one more message. If you listen from YouTube to the podcast, that's also became a lot more convenient with the updates from the app, where you can actually do other stuff on your phone while listening to a podcast. And it comes with the benefit that you can hype our video, so to say. And if you hype that video, a lot of more people get to see it. So I would really...
Listen to it. There's nothing to see.
Yeah, but doesn't matter. It just get hyped. And you can see our beautiful logo. And I just really want to ask people to do that, because that's for us a way to grow and how we can do more things. So please do so. And yeah, that makes us really happy.
Yes.
Time to say goodbye now, because this is the end of it.
The end of the end.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah. For this week. Bye.